G'day mate, I'm Elijah Tichborne. Today we're going to go through the menu system. We're going to show you how to navigate it. We're going to set it up for photo and video use. Okay, so first off we need to install the battery and SD card. So what we do, just flip it over. Little latch here. Pull the latch across. Door flings open. SD card in here. Battery. The contacts here, they need to be on the inside, not the outside. So we'll put that in, contacts on the inside, slot that in. And that little blue latch will flick across, that's how you take the battery out. Very good. And flick that across, close that latch. To turn it on, it's the on switch here. Just need to flick that on the on position. To go to menu, click that little red, round circle, round button, and now we're in the menu screen. Okay, so we'll start off with shoot mode. So this is just the wheel of what we're going to be shooting in: shutter priority, aperture priority, program auto, superior auto, intelligent auto, scene selection. So you can go into that, select sports section, sunset. So the camera just creates settings automatically to suit the scene that you're going to be shooting in. So this is good for someone just starting out, not knowing how to adjust settings and what settings to actually do. So that's for a beginner. I like how they've this camera as well is really designed for a beginner, because it gives a little brief description of what everything does, which is great. Manual. Okay, back to menu. So when we're clicking through, this is the OK button. This circle in the middle, that's the OK button. And then you got right, left, up, down. Okay, so we're going to go right to the camera settings. Okay, let's go to the very top. Drive mode. So we've got it on single shooting. We can change that to continuous. Speed priority. We got the timer with 3 images. You can change it. Pretty sure you can change it to. No, it is just 3 images. Okay, so I want to change that back to continuous. Go back to menu. Flash mode. So for the flash, that's just an add-on. You just got to screw that in. To open that latch, screw the flash in there. I don't really use the flash. Okay. Autofocus and manual focus. Manual focus. DMF. Autofocus, manual focus. Cool. Autofocus area. So we can adjust that from center, flexible, multi, center, flexible. We'll just go center. That's what it's going to be. Whatever's in that box is whatever it's going to focus on. That little square in the middle, that's what it's going to be focusing on. Autofocus mode. So autofocus single shot, we want continuous. So it's always finding focus. Touch shutter. On, off. Object tracking. I wonder if we can go into object tracking if it is on. How do you get object tracking? Relevant touch. Okay. So object tracking only works when touch shutter is turned off. So obviously object tracking, you got to click the object and it'll follow that object that you click on. Zoom, face detection, face registration, smile shutter off, shooting tip list. That's pretty cool. Gives you a little list of tips what to do if you're shooting in these scenarios, which is pretty cool. LCD display, so you can adjust what the display shows. So then again, you can show what the display is showing. So if you need a histogram as well, you can add that in. And that's it. That's it for the camera settings. Image size. Let's go to the very top. So this is for still images. So aspect ratio, we can either choose 16:9 or 3:2. We'll leave it as 3:2. That's the full sensor size. Quality. So we've got raw JPEG, fine, standard. So we don't. These are JPEGs. We don't want them. We just want raw. It's more information, better quality photo. This is the movie. What options have we got? So we've got AVC HD and MP4. We'll go AVC HD, it's better quality. And we'll go record settings. So we've got 50 interlace, 50 frames per second interlace, low quality 17. We've got 50p progressive at 28 meg, 24 meg. That was 25p at 24, 25p at 17 meg. So we want the highest quality one, which is going to be these two. So if we're just shooting interview, or you want it to have a cinematic look, you can just shoot it at 25. If you want to have some slow motion, shoot at 50. Okay. And that's it. That's it for the image size. Brightness and color. Let's go to the very top. So exposure comp. So ISO. Where does that go? So you can't lock the ISO auto. With the other cameras, how you can set a minimum and set a maximum. This one goes all the way up to 25,600, which is not that much, but I guess it was good back in the day. This is an old camera. But yeah, so that's the ISO. White balance. Shade. Cloudy. Incandescent. You can actually set the Kelvin. How do I go to Kelvin? So that's how you get into that option. You press option, and then you can set it to what you want. You can set the white balance, so you just need a grey card. Put that little circle onto your grey card and click that, and it'll take a sample. Oh no, you got to press the shutter button. So you're not pressing that, you got to press the shutter button at the top here. That's the shutter button. Press that, and it will take a sample. Obviously, you do that with a grey card. This is not accurate because it's not a grey card. Custom, auto, daylight. So you can just choose your white balance, metering mode, multi. Yeah, just leave it on multi. That just takes a shot of the full sensor and calculates what it should be from what it's seeing on the full sensor. DRO, what's this? Derange optimizer. Yeah, I'm not too sure what that is. Yeah, I'm not too sure. I've never really played with that. Picture effect, they're trash. Creative style, standard. Go into that. And again, don't worry about any of these presets. These are all trash. What you want to do is just leave it on standard, click onto options, and just have that. Have it like that. So -3, -3, -3. Just leave it like that, and that will give you a bit more dynamic range for when you're shooting. You can just color grade and post. And that's it for that option. Go down, playback. So you can delete, still movie select, slideshow, view on smartphone, send to computer, view on TV. So this is just, so you can turn the volume of the actual camera up. Display. Yep. Application. So again, on this camera, I've downloaded the, what is it called? The Open Memories tweak, and I'm able to turn off the 30-minute record time, and I've now opened it up to 13 hours. So that's a good little software. Just find that on Google. It's pretty good. Playtime, play memories, camera apps, introduction. Yep. Setup. Go to the top. Okay, so this is the top. Yeah, on autofocus illuminator. You can turn that on or off, whatever you want to do. That's just that little red light that comes on when you're in low light. That light shines on and helps autofocus to find the subject. Phase detection of this focus is off. How do you turn that on? This function is currently disabled. Okay. So I'm guessing that's with an update, maybe. Red eye reduction off. Find LCD. Auto review. So that's just when you take a picture, it will have a little preview for 2 seconds. You can adjust that to whatever you want. Grid lines. So I've just got it set to rule of thirds. That's what I like. Peaking level. So to get into this, you need to set that back to manual. You set it to manual focus. Okay. The focus peaking is set to high. We want it mid. Peaking color, I like red. You can set it to white or yellow. I like red. It's a portrait self timer, so you can go through that. Manual focus assist, we want that on. So that's your focus peaking, you want to turn it on. Manual focus assist, time, no limit. Color space. sRGB. Steady shot. Release without lens. So usually that's going to be turned off. You need that turned on, because if you're using a lens without any contacts, just a cheap manual focus lens, it's not going to have these contacts. So if it's disabled, the camera is searching for these, and if it can't find these, it won't let you use a manual lens. That's why you've got to you've got to turn it on. So leave that enabled, and then you'll be able to use the cheaper manual focus lens. Front curtain shutter on. Lens compression. Distortion off. Yeah, just leave that off. You can adjust that in post. That'll be fine. Chromatic aberration. Yeah, I'll leave it as auto. Actually, leave that off. We can fix that up, and we can fix all this up in post. So just leave that off because I'm not too sure how good the camera will handle that. It's an old camera as well, so I doubt it's going to be any good. I mean, if you can play around and see what you reckon, but either way, I'll just do it in post. Auto slow shutter off. Movie audio record, so that's audio when you're recording movie, so that's on. Wind noise reduction, leave that off because it's trash. It makes the sound muddy when you get it on. Autofocus micro adjust. Menu start previous. Function menu setting. Oh, so you can just customize buttons. Movie button, so you can customize. Oh yeah, that. So which is that. It's a movie button on. That's your movie button. Custom key settings, so you can change your keys, but we don't worry about that. Touch operation is on, so that's your touch screen. Beep on, language English. You can go through and set your time and date and the area. Power save standard max. Power saving start time. So after 1 minute, if no one's touching the camera, it will turn off after 1 minute. Brightness, I've turned that up all the way just to make my screen brighter. Display color black. So you can either choose black or white. Oh wow, blue, pink. Oh, that's pretty cool. A few different colors there for you to choose from. I like black. Wide image, full screen. Auto rotate, yep. Auto USB connection. It should be just on auto. It should be right. Version, so you can just check the version. So you just go on Google, type in Sony NEX 5R firmware update, and it will come up with the latest firmware update. Just download that, plug this in, go through the prompts, and you'll update your latest firmware. This is the latest firmware. I've already updated this a while back. Okay. Initialize. Format. File number. So you can set your number, file name. New folder, recover meters. Okay. What else have we got? So that's it for that, and that's it for the navigation of the menus. So it's quite a small menu selection, but this is aimed at a beginner anyway, and it's quite an old camera. I'll just go through the controls. Okay, so what we have is you can set your shooting rate, so continuous shooting, single shot, remote, whatever you want. That's that one. If you just spin the wheel, what that will do is adjust your shutter speed. Okay, that's your shutter speed. If you turn this wheel, that's your aperture. It goes all the way up to 22 with this lens. That's your aperture, so f2.8 is the most I can open it. Okay. ISO. Again, that goes up to 25,600. That's your ISO. You got your preview button. Come up with the preview. Movie button, so you can start recording. Function button. This is a good button. So you click your function, and that comes up with, you know, your metering mode, white balance, focus mode. So you can adjust your focus if you want to go to manual focus, or if you want to go to autofocus, whatever you feel like. And then what else? Wi-Fi. You set up your Wi-Fi through that, and that's pretty much all the buttons. Obviously, that's the release for the lens, release lens, and HDMI and USB. That's pretty much the camera walkthrough. Alright guys, this has been the video for the Sony NEX 5R. If you guys got any questions about this camera, just let me know in the comments down below and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Also, can you give me a like, give us a subscribe, that'd be very helpful and I will appreciate that. I'm trying to build that up. But yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Cheers.